Fantastic. Hello there.
Hello.
How are we today?
Going pretty well. It's uh pretty chill stream so far. I'm just doing some drilling for my magnets. I believe you said you were streaming as well yourself.
I was a minute ago, yes. I've just finished up. We were playing, originally we were playing Hunt Showdown, and then one of our friends got back online, so we played a bit of Vermintide too.
Oh, Vermintide
Uh,
2, that's a fun one.
yeah, especially on Champion and getting knocked around by the bosses like pinball. It was a... Mm.
Yeah. I'm not even level 30 in that yet.
I don't know what level I am, because I kept swapping characters, so... I think I'm like level... I started playing, honestly, I don't remember her name. The Fire Witch. Uh,
Serana.
yeah, I'm only level 9 in Serena right now.
Yeah. Um how do you pronounce your name there? The Herethicc?
The Herethicc, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. It's pretty great. I
Yes,
actually
thank you.
main Serana. I think I'm only level 18 with her because I haven't played
I
too much.
I was playing Bardin for a little while, um, and I think my Bardin was level 30, I think, somewhere around there. It was quite high rank. I was Bardin, the DLC Bardin engineer.
Oh, Sienna. I
Seeing,
I mixed up the wizard's name Sienna by saying Sierra.
honestly, I wouldn't have corrected you. I don't know.
What?
And
Oh, Serana. I am bad.
Serana.
Yeah.
That sounds right, actually.
No, Serana is the vampire lady from Skyrim.
Oh, yep, you are
Sienna
correct.
is the wizard lady from Vermintide.
Okay.
The OG wizard lady, because now there's two wizard ladies.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yes.
With
The elf
Carillion,
got her
Carillion got a mage spec now.
yeah. It looks cool though. Um we actually don't have a Carillion on our team. Um
I haven't
we
played too
were
much Carillion myself, actually.
we were just playing it because we've been waiting for Dark Tide to come out, so
Oh yeah,
we're
you and
very
me both.
oh we
I
can't
can't.
wait for Dark Tide.
Oh, that
It'll be
looks
good.
so good. And they recently announced that what was it? Dan Abnett is the writer for it.
Yes. Yeah, the writer of Gaunt's Ghost. Oh, that was pretty good. So I'm really interested in that. I have some hopes and uh, some uh, some mixed, just hopes for it at this point. Some worries. I won't be too upset, but one of the big hopes that me and one of my friends hopes for is that they're not necessarily named characters, so you can have a team of like four guardsmen, for instance, or just a full Ogrin team. But I think they'll probably stick with the named characters, so it's a guardsman, an Ogrin. Um, I think it's a sister,
Can't
and
tell
I
exactly what
can't
you.
remember.
I
I
know.
can't remember what the last one was.
I can't remember off the top of my head. I
All right.
wouldn't even know if they've had their names announced yet. I just know
Uh,
that it's essentially Vermintide, but 40k, so I'm getting it.
yep. It looks great. It looks great. Um, it got revealed, and I thought, well, I'm already pre-ordering that. That's on that. Yep.
Oh yeah, as soon as I can, I probably will.
I think it's coming out.
I missed that. No. All I know is it's coming out 2021.
Yeah, it's coming out later this year. Uh,
I would guess shortly before the holiday season.
let's see. Don't die. Don't die. Where is it?
Like, given that they've been pretty secretive about the actual release date, I'm willing to bet that it's going to be later in the year, probably November, December.
Yeah, unlikely. I would have thought no. I would have thought at earliest probably earliest October, but that's more my hopeful thinking than when I think it will genuinely come out. Oh yeah, there's a sale.
Oh yeah, they do have a sale going on right now.
Yeah, there's a huge sale. The Warhammer Skull sale. Everything's on sale. I bought a few games already. Right. What are you? You are currently putting magnets on your bases.
I am currently working on my crisis suit. Well, this is the first crisis suit that I've built so far. I've been going for a Meganak aesthetic from Gundam Wing, but
I see.
the copper here, I actually wanted that to be like a darker brown. But right now, what I'm doing is getting the magnets so I can just attach them easy. Swap out
Ooh,
all the different weapons whenever I need them.
that's good. That's clever.
But it's
Most
a
of
lot
my
of work.
Yes, it is. The only thing I've ever I know I haven't actually had to magnetize any of mine before because of their weapons. Oh, that's not true. Uh the, uh, the my Death Guard Blight Lords have interchangeable weapons.
Oh yeah? What weapons do they use?
At the moment,
Whoops.
we'll
That's center.
find them in this pile. At the moment, the only one I can currently grab is the one with the sensor. Which is quite cool. I do love the sensor. The sort of the the sensor of the flail.
Okay.
I have one with contagion axe and a sort of double auto cannon. These are not like I haven't used these models. These were just there because I thought they were cool. I don't actually use them in games. I just built them because they're cool. Because I have no other Death Guard besides them.
Fair enough. I actually still need to learn the rules myself.
It looks harder than it is. I only learned how to play at the beginning of this year.
Oh, okay.
The beginning of it is really easy to learn because it's the two big things I'd say about learning is knowing what your army does,
Yeah.
and then learning what the enemy's army does.
Yeah, that's
Normally
a big one,
if you're
too.
against, the key rule is if your opponent isn't not gentlemanly, then you're fine because you can normally just ask each other, hey, what does that do? What does this do? And it's sort of an agreement where you would not like try and have gotcha moments with people.
Yeah, you wouldn't really try to fudge the rules in the middle of a match.
Yeah, or just like purposely not tell them like but this guy actually has this. If it's so if you were to try and like charge in at someone, you'd be like but I have this rule, which means you can't, and then their whole plan that they might have set up is just like, well, okay, I guess. It's not fun to be in that moment, so it's just
Oh.
don't
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
just be a gentleman about the whole thing. Shake hands, and don't try and get gotcha moments.
Yeah, it's a hobby to have fun, not to trounce each other. I mean, trouncing each other's part of the fun, but don't need to be a dick about it.
Yeah. So I have just looking at my models behind me. So many of them need painting still. I've been pretty good about it. Most of my warriors are painted. In fact, all of my warriors are painted. Because it takes like 5 minutes to paint one. Because they are basically uniformed coloured. Which is nice.
And you main Necron Army?
Yes, my main army behind me is my Necron army. It is there's about right now I've got about 20 warriors behind me on my little painting desk.
Oh, wow.
20 warriors. I've got a royal warden. About 4 scarabs. A canoptic reanimator. And that is about my finished painted army, except for the reanimator. The reanimator is not quite done yet. He's nearly done. However, I got a bonus in my paycheck, and I went out and bought some more expensive ones that I can never run until much, much later on. But I decided to buy them because they were cool.
Totally
I
valid.
had, yeah, completely built, but not painted is the Void Dragon right now.
Okay.
I can send you a picture if you don't know what that looks like.
I do not. For me, I was actually debating between most recently Necrons and Tau. But then I ended up switching over to Tau. Oh, I see you sent it.
Yep, that's the Void Dragon.
I was picturing more of a dragon, but that is pretty awesome.
The reason it's called the Void Dragon actually is because it's, I believe, I don't know if it's confirmed. I don't think it is, but it might be. It's believed to be the
I know a bit about the Adeptus Mechanicus, but not a whole lot of detail, no. Okay. Like the most dangerous forbidden knowledge. Oh, okay. That is pretty sick. Okay. Was that the Nightbringer one, like a Reaper? Yeah, that's the one I know. Like the only one I generally know of. That makes sense, I guess. I do know that it's been around for quite a while. okay. It was... That's pretty great. Really need WD-40. It's quite squeaky. Wow. Like, that's pretty fancy. Does that count as the HQ unit, or? Okay. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's not something you could just freehand paint once it's built. Jeez. That's definitely a worthwhile project. Really? Wow. I think my Black Templar are a few hundred at most. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like, that would be... How big of a point match would it be? Yeah, you'd kind of want to know what you're going up against before you actually decide, am I dedicating a quarter of my army to this one unit? I won't ask. Sure. The one with the wings and all that? That definitely... That's a Chaos Legion.
Nurgle.
Nurgle.
It's also Ultramarines.
Also? Yeah, there's Ultramarines in there, but we're talking about, Okay.
Oh yeah, that's Perturabo.
What was that, hun?
I think that's Perturabo.
Pertravo?
Perturabo.
Mortarion?
Oh, Mortarion, yeah.
Yeah, Mortarion. I don't know how to pronounce them. Don't...
Who's Perturabo? Oh yeah, Perturabo was the siege guy. He really hated Dorn.
Yeah. And it looks like it would be really fun to just paint, too. Yeah, that would... That is a hell of a project to start on. Yeah, no.
That's a terrible idea. Do not get. They are big and complicated and beautiful and expensive, and you don't want to spend. That model is £95.
Yeah.
Or £95 English. I don't know conversion rates.
I would assume around $100 Canadian at least.
Yeah,
But
they are
yeah,
expensive.
For people starting in, they wouldn't want to pick up a model like that either, because your first model is not going to be your best one. You're going to develop your skill as you build more. So,
Oh yeah.
like, pick up a starter set that's got a bunch of, like, infantry units. I picked up the Tau starter set. It's got fire warriors, it's got some crisis suits, and an ethereal. And that's what I'm really using to start honing my painting skills.
Yeah, if you're personally, because I started with the Necron, the warriors are super easy to paint. Necron is probably the Necron, for the most part, are probably some of the easiest models to paint because they're all very smooth because they're robots and they're all normally quite simple colors, metallics, because they don't have flesh tones. However, I would say the first sort of more HQ unit you get, so I'd say keep them forever just to see how well you progress.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, what is it? Yeah. So those are the new ones. I intend to paint my reanimator later, or when I get some more time later. Coptic reanimator. You ever seen War of the Worlds?
The remake movie with what's his name?
It doesn't matter either. Or
I know
the
of
reanimator.
the original radio drama broadcast.
Yeah, the remake then, the film. Did you ever see those like Triarch Stalker pods that the aliens are in?
Oh yeah, like those big balls with the giant legs. Those were weird.
Yeah, those are kind of that's kind of what the Canoptic Reanimator looks like.
Okay.
Big, like, long, spindly legs with this, like, orb. But that's about it for me. My housemate has orcs. And yeah, he has a lot of orcs, a lot of boys.
Wow.
Wag, Mr. Bond.
Gotta love those orc memes. I was
orcs.
to... Oh, go ahead.
No, please.
I was tempted to pick orc over Tau because of the rule that essentially you can use whatever you want. Just put some orc stuff on it and it's orc.
Yeah, you can just they can steal things, which is very funny.
Yeah. Looted vehicles.
My favorite are like the looted Tyrannid.
How does that even work in lore?
Orcs, man, don't
The looted
just don't
Carnifex
question it.
is a great example of it.
Looted Carnifex?
Yeah, don't question the Orcs at this point. It's like, yeah, yep. They know what they're doing. They know they're the meme faction.
Yeah, they've kind of figured out and mastered looting, I guess.
The looted Carnifex's story is literally that they captured a Carnifex and they took its synaptic brain out and replaced it with a squig.
What the hell?
Which is basically a tiny orc.
And that's what it looks like. That's amazing. That's the best argument I've ever heard for going orc.
There's a bunch of cool ones.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No kidding. What the hell is that? Do you have rational explanation for that one, hun?
Orc.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Orc.
That's up. I think that is. Yeah, my girlfriend's just sending me these pics. Because they're amazing. Oh, that is just glorious.
Oh dear
Are you
Lord.
finding more, hun?
I'm finding better stuff.
Oh boy. I'm looking forward to it. But for my armies, I've really just got 2 units for my Tau right now. I've got Shadow
Yep.
Sun and this one Crisis Suit. But then I've also got like a fairly sizable Black Templar army. 1 Assault Bike Squad. Or Bike Scout? One of the Bike Scouts. Or 3 bikes. A squad of Assault Veterans, I want to say. And then mostly just foot infantry. At least
Okay.
1 full Crusader squad.
Unfortunately, Tower, one of the factions I probably know the least about. I know a good amount of. I know their lore and their story about the ethereals, and one of my friends plays Tower. He specifically plays the Farsight.
She's
Legion.
looking at me. She sent me another one, didn't she?
I sent you 2 more.
She sent me 2 more. It's Tau, but orc. Oh, that's great. Yeah. That's just glorious. To lose. Too big to lose. That's glorious.
Orcs are the one non-grimdark. Like, people complain about Tau being not grimdark enough. Orcs are utterly not grimdark at all. There's nothing remotely grimdark about them. They're a bunch of soccer hooligans running around the universe having fun.
That's an interesting take. almost done with this drill bit. Moving on to the next one, which should be the last one before I actually stick in the magnets. I'm guessing it's, go ahead. I'm guessing it's not exactly early in the day for you, is it? Oh, okay. Because it's 10:30 here. Pretty funny how the timing lines up. Ah, jeez. I should actually probably be getting ready for bed tonight, but I really enjoyed having you on. Thanks for coming on. Oh, please. Some Orc Facts, please. Enlighten me.
It's in colors.
I know that if you... Let me just change around this camera for a sec. I know that if orcs paint their vehicles red, they go faster.
Yes. The big thing is that orcs, as a race, have a very subtle, slight psychic ability. All of them do. And they have the power of imagination. If they believe something enough can happen, it will happen.
Yeah.
Orcs are great. So, green is obviously the best color.
Naturally.
That is just red makes you go faster, and so it does. However, this works. All of this works for everyone else. It doesn't just affect the orc. Red spaceships for the Imperium do go faster in orc presence. Blue is the luckiest color.
With luck.
Black is the toughest, which is what is believed to have kept Ghazghkull Thraka alive all this time because all of his armor is black. Ghazghkull is probably the biggest orc in 40k. He's been around since he's the biggest boss. He's been around since like the beginning of Warhammer. He's one of the original enemies. He's awesome.
Oh, wow.
However, purple is the sneakiest color because you ain't never seen a purple orc.
Yeah, that's true. I can't say that I've ever seen a purple orc.
Nah, silly humans ain't never seen no purple orc. Therefore, purple is the sneakiest. And I believe yellow makes things more hurt. Specifically, yellow makes things more explodey.
So they explode bigger when destroyed by the
I believe yellow in tabletop yellow vehicles have a higher chance of exploding upon death.
Oh, that's pretty great.
Red units literally have a better movement. Black ones have higher toughness. It does tend to translate.
It at least translates somewhat into the rules of the board game. Yeah.
Yes, most of them do. A lot of the weird things about most of the races try and have something that translates to the actual tabletop. Orcs are some of the funniest things. Just nothing orcs do should work, but they believe it works, so it does. Nothing.
Yeah, like even their guns. Most of the time, if a guardsman or a space marine picks up an orc gun after killing an orc, the gun's not going to work.
It's trash. It's basically a bit of metal. So, if you're about to leave, I have one story for orcs. And now, anyone that knows orcs very well might know this story. It's a very famous one, but it is still very funny. It's a fun fact you should mention guardsmen. A battalion of or like a unit of guardsmen were stranded against an orc assault, and they were running low on ammunitions. And the general, the commissar, I think it was the commissar, had a brilliant idea. He stood up from the position, pointed his gun at an orc, and went bang, and the orc fell over dead. And so, all the other guardsmen started getting up and just yelling bang, 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 and the orcs just started falling. And then, a group of orcs, in a clump, started like marching towards him, and they all started yelling bang, 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 but the orcs wouldn't go down. And it wasn't until they got closer they could just hear the orcs going, I'm a tank, 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 I'm a tank. Now, that story might be complete BS, but I really want it to be true.
Yeah, it sounds like one of those stories that you really want to be true.
Like, I'm a believer. I'm just going to accept it. Like, I don't care if anyone says that didn't happen. It happened in my 40k.
The logic tracks well enough. I'm willing to accept it's true and possible.
Yep. Well, I'll leave you with that. Thank you for indulging me for a little bit. Let me to just rant about something.
Oh, no.
It's always nice to rant.
I'm happy to have you on. If you'd like to come on again, I'm streaming every day.
All right. If I'm around, I and not at work, I would love to.
Alrighty. Well, you have a good day.
You too.